this video, we're going to talk about Genspark's Super Agents, brand new AI agent tool just launched by China. We'll talk about what is it, how do you get access to it, and also why is it better than Manus AI, which is AI agentic platform that has taken over the internet in the last couple of weeks. Before we jump into it, make sure you like and share this video so more people can see this. All right. First of all, how do you access this? So it's Genspark.ai. It's an AI tool, and they recently launched one of their agent builders, so super agents, Genspark Super Agent. And let me show you some of the cool things I've built in just a few seconds using this. So I built this agency, social media marketing agency website, iSocialU, data-driven social media marketing agency. With one prompt, this super agent built this whole website for me. We'll look at all the details, the prompt I used, and the process in a second, but look at this, amazing. Another awesome thing that I did, or this agent did, I gave it a command, is it created a carousel. So it converted a thread link to a carousel for Instagram. Look at this. We used to hire people to do it, then we used to use Canva to do it, and now with one simple prompt, this super agent can build carousel images for you in just a few seconds. Another cool thing, I built a lead magnet for my business, iSocialU. So it's a social media image size cheat sheet. If you are in marketing, social media marketing, this is something that we reference, or we need this almost every week. So image sizes for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and you can build lead magnets for your business using Genspark Super Agent 2. Now, let's go back. Those were different things I've built. I'll show you the demo, I'll show you the prompt in a second, but now let's go back and talk about what is a Genspark Super Agent. So here is their sort of like a release announcement. Ultimate AI assistant that can truly autonomously think, plan, act, and use tools to complete your tasks. So think of this as an employee that you have who's gonna take your goal, think about your goal, create different tasks, and then actually go implement and do those tasks for you. You can watch this video. I'll make sure I'll give you a link to this announcement. Here are different use cases. I'll come back to some of my favorite, but you can plan, this agent can plan travels for you, make reservations, make calls for you. One of my favorite one is it can create a step-by-step Instagram reel video. Yes, so you don't have to do anything. This will think, create script, find images, videos, stitch them together, edit, and boom, you're done. This tool will do everything. It's fast, reliable. Here is different benchmarks. Why it works better, it's a mixture of agent system. So it's a combination of 3 parts LLM, so 9 differently sized LLM models, tool sets, in-house 80 plus different reliable tools, and also 10 plus different data sets. So all this information, you can read through this, but this is sort of like the introduction of a release announcement of the super agent. Now, how do you get access? So super simple. Go to Genspark.ai, create an account. It's an AI tool. You can do you can build images. You can generate videos. You can do deep research. And there's going to be a new option here called super agent, and this is where you can use the super agents that we just looked at. And now let's jump into, and actually before I show you different things I've built, why is it better than Manus? Because you get free credits every single day. Manus gives you one-time free credit and then you're done. This gives you, I believe, on the free plan, so I've already consumed all of my daily credits, but they were enough for me to create actually or do 3 different tasks. I'll show you those tasks in a second. But you can use it for free. Manus only gives you one time, I think 1,000 credits, and then if you use them all, you have to pay for it. But with Genspark AI, you get daily 200 credits, which are actually really good. Now, And the other thing is I noticed that Genspark's super agent is actually much faster. I might do some more videos, more comparison side by side Genspark and Manus in future videos. Now let's go and let me show you some of the things that I've built. So here's the first. I said, okay, research on isocialu.com and build a one-page website for a full service social media agency. So I wanted to build a website for social media marketing agency, and you can see it used the in-house search tool. So it found the website and then it got the detailed information. You can also view, you can open Canvas and view different steps here. That it got detailed information about the main website. The home page doesn't provide much information. So let me look at the about page. So you can see the thinking steps, the thinking process that Genspark used along the way. And here's the service pages. And then it read through the service pages. It also read through the case study pages. You can see here. So this is all the thinking or all the steps it took. And then at the end now, after it has done all the research, now I'll create a one-page website for full service social media marketing agency based on what I have learned about iSocialU. And then if I open, and even here you can see, here's all the thinking it did. Key elements to include header, hero section, services, approach, case studies, contact form. That's exactly what we want in an agency website. Design considerations, and then it started writing the code, and then I got the final website. Now you can see here's the hero image, data-driven marketing agency. Let's talk different services, social media management, lead gen, social advertising, startup marketing. That's exactly what we wanted, our approach. And obviously you can talk to it. I don't have any, I ran out of my credits for the day, but if you wanted to make changes, you can just ask it and the agent, super agent will make changes for you. Here is the full website. Unbelievable. Something that used to take us hours and hours, it is taking us a few minutes, and this AI agent, super agent from Genspark is doing all the work for us. All right, number two, the use case number two is convert a thread post into an Instagram carousel. So I said convert a thread post into Instagram carousel. Each comment in the thread should be a separate image. So this is for content repurposing. Carousel images should be 4:5 aspect ratio, and here's the example Instagram carousel, and also the thread I gave it to repurpose. So this was the thread I gave it. There you go. And actually ran into some challenges, and I'm going to experiment with this a little bit more, but let me show you the thinking process. So I'll help you convert convert thread into Instagram carousel with the specification. So it started its thinking planning process. So it's using the tool, the read tool, and it's reading that thread. And then here's something really interesting. It's having trouble accessing that thread because I realized actually the meta thread doesn't have an API where different tools can read the text. I didn't know that. So I need to experiment and test this use case a bit more. I maybe I'll make like another video for this, but it ran into that challenge and it said, I see there we're having trouble accessing the threads directly. Let me try capturing a screenshot. So what it did, instead of, it couldn't read it, so it just captured the screenshot of the link. But again, it wasn't ideal because it made a mistake. The other kind of mistake or problem that happened with this use case was, it said, let me look at the example Instagram carousel you provided. So when it tried to open this, let me close it. It couldn't open the Instagram carousel. Why? Because it couldn't log in. If you're not signed into the Instagram, so in this case, let me find the Instagram link. So here's the Instagram link. Here you go. So since I wasn't signed into the Instagram, the super agent wasn't able to see the example. So lesson learned for me is, number one, the source I gave it was threads, and you can't read there's not an API that can read text. That was one mistake, human error, my mistake. And number two, the example I gave it was Instagram, and it couldn't log into Instagram. So I'll do this again, but again, I wanted to show you the thinking process of Super Agent. Anyways, so it went ahead. It said, based on the screen shots I've captured, I have content from the thread, because it took the screenshots. It did try to create slides for me, or carousel image for me. So let me create the slides. It couldn't build the slides. I see we're having issues. Let me try a different approach. So it wrote the HTML, and this is where it actually came up with carousel. So it did follow some instructions. I asked it to use black image or black background with white text. So it is doing that. So it's following some of my instructions, but there were some challenges, some problems with the instructions I gave. So it couldn't really perform what I wanted it to perform. And also the text it came up with over here, it was different from the thread that I provided. And then it wrote the Python code to convert that into vertical images or slides for me for Instagram carousels. So you can see the thinking process, the steps it took to execute the task were spot on. That's what a human would do. But there were some challenges or some mistakes I made with the instructions, because I might rerun this and use different examples other than Instagram, so it could actually see the example. And also I'll give it a different source URL instead of a thread URL. Maybe I'll try to give it like a Twitter or X URL, something that it can actually read. But it did try its best and actually gave me some slides or carousel I could use. Interesting, right? All right, now number 3, I used it to build a simple cheat sheet, simple tools, create a one-page social media image size cheat sheet for all social media platform. It will be a lead magnet on our agency website. So first it did the research. Let me first gather the most up-to-date information. So it's searching for social media image sizes. Let me get the specific information, and it's reading the Sprout Social, Hootsuite, Social Bee. Those are actually reliable platforms, blogs, websites where it's reading. So it used the search tool, then it's using the read tool, and then it created the comprehensive social media image size cheat sheet for me. And if you look at the view, you can see the thinking process again. Here's the plan. And then it wrote the code, and then eventually it gave me the cheat sheet. This is unbelievable, right? Because we used to spend so much time hiring people to build lead magnets, different tools for our businesses. And now with one command, Genspark Super Agent can build it for you in just a few seconds. Unbelievable. Again, like I mentioned, the reason I feel it's better than Manus AI, because you get free credits every day. If you do wanna, if you click on the credits or click on upgrade plan, here you go. So for free, for $0, you get 200 free credits, which are those 3 tasks that I did: a one-page website, a lead magnet, and conversion of a thread into Instagram carousel image. Those 3 tasks consume 200 free credits for the day that I had. But you can upgrade it to $19, and then you can get like 10,000 credits per month. That's actually a lot of credits. So if you want to get all the bells and whistles and test and use this tool more, you can feel free to upgrade. Any questions about Genspark Super Agent? If you want me to make more videos, comparison of different agentic AI tools, let me know in the comments below. Before you go, like and share so more people can see this, and I'll see you in this next video. Bye for now.